Okay, so this, actually no, this, that was actually an accident. This is everything gotten from the Altoona Curve. When was this? June 5th, I think. Sunday, June 5th, 2022. It's literally right in front of me. Okay. And yeah, we actually have a really decent amount of stuff here. We have the Souvenir Cup. We have cards. This is the first team I've been to of the year that has cards. I got some emails for at least one other team that got cards in now. So we're starting to come in. Obviously, the stadiums I've already been to and the teams I've already seen. Probably going to have to go the online route for those. And actually, one other thing that I forgot. This. It's a media guide. I'm reading it currently. It's 150 pages and I'm 33 in. So that's why it was already flipped open. But at least I have on record where I was in case I do forget. But yeah, again, a lot of stuff here. Let's compress all this into hopefully a shorter video. If not, it's probably not, because I ramble. Altoona Curve. This is again, no, this isn't my ticket, because my ticket is the printed one. This is, again, just like Scranton earlier this year, some random ticket found on the ground. This one has not been stepped on, but again, it's not my section, not my row, not my seat. But you see all the details there. 6 o'clock, Bowie BaySox. Some ads in the background. You can, if you buy a cheesesteak from Bake Shop Bakes, you get a free apple dumpling. There you go, man. Here's my, make sure there's no personal information. This is my printed ticket. It's kind of the same thing as there, but on paper. This is my seat, the rail seats. I'm starting to love these kinds of seats. Not many stadiums have them, but Altoona has them, and the Iron Pigs in Lehigh Valley have them. Basically, it's just this row of single, seats, a single row of seats in the outfield, and there's no one in front of you, no one behind you, and you get a little table in front of you, which is good for me with my scorecard and food that gets brought. So I love the here what they call the rail seats. I forget what they call it. I think it's the bacon strip in Lehigh Valley. Those are the two that I can think of offhand. I'm sure there's other stadiums somewhere around the country that has similar kind of seats. But I'm loving these, these kinds of seats where it's kind of like a high top that you sit at, and there's like a little table in front of you. Again, there's no one in front of you, no one behind you. You are the only row, and I'm rambling about that, but I think it's really cool. Anyway, hey, there's the free dumpling again, and I guess other coupons that, I see these coupons all the time at games, but there's only really a few teams that are close enough to where they would ever actually apply. Sussex County is one of them. Somerset is probably the only other one. If I'm lucky, maybe Iron Pigs. Those are like the 3 teams that might be close enough to me where they actually, whatever coupons they give out might apply. But again, most likely they won't. It's just another random tangent. Now we're on to the Souvenir Cup. You see their alternate curve logo, which I love. By the way, more stuff I forgot. Because it was the first time I've been to a stadium, I got my standard hat and shirt. I'll probably have to pause the video to try to dig out the shirt. But here's the hat. I'll actually get to that once I'm done with the cup. Finish the cup first. You see in the background the hills. You see the coaster right there, right to the left of Loco. There's Loco. By the way, I'm wondering if this is the same company that designed Melvin of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, because he's like the same exact, crazy kind of yellow character. Melvin has a hockey puck as a nose. This guy has a baseball as a nose, and they both whistle. So, interesting there. I wonder if it's the same company. You see the other side of the panorama of the stadium there, and this is the other mascot, Altoona, who isn't normal mascot. He doesn't really roam around the stadium. He just kind of hides in center field and comes out to dance for like 10 seconds and then leaves. That's his whole bit. But he's still an official mascot. Anyway, let's get on to the hat, unless I'll probably pause to find out, because I've actually already worn the shirt, so it's somewhere in my drawers. But I'll dig it out. This is an adjustable hat. They really didn't have a huge assortment of hats, which, it says nothing about the team store. It actually says a lot of good things about the team store because they're selling out fast. When I asked them about it, they said that they are getting restocked soon, but you know, they had a huge crowd, so it means a lot of people want Altoona stuff. But anyway, this is their Curve logo. Cool, just a red hat, black brim. I like it. Anyway, I'm going to pause here, find the shirt. Okay, I'm going to take you guys on a journey over to bedside here. If I can get this unfolded. All gray shirt is what I went with. Minor league logo, Altoona Curve, and then their main logo, kind of like a train conductor type guy. Nothing on the back. You know, if you know me, you know I like when, you know, the logo stands out. Very obviously it's the team, but I also like very basic designs as well. So I don't like too much going on. Very good job of one-handed folding right there. And what else? We got 4 more things. Let's do the pocket schedule, which by the way, we got a lot of pocket schedules. They hand them out everywhere. Like they actually come out and hand them to you. Which, by the way, everyone at Altoona, very friendly. Gotta say, our usher was named Dwayne. Shout out to him. I'm sure he's not watching. But the guy who, I assume he's always near the rail seats, but he was super nice. Like the first thing when you walk up to him and, you know, ask him, hey, where are these seats? You know, he starts telling you facts about the stadium and the teams. Like, that's awesome. I love that guy. Anyway, yeah, shout out to him. If for some reason he ever finds this, probably not. But, and if you guys ever go to Altoona, get the rail seats and say hi to him, I guess. He's a very friendly guy. He'll probably say hi to you first. There's your schedule. There's your promo schedule. The opponents they play. And your daily value promotions, as they call them. Add. There's your seats. Seat prices. Add. Groups, fundraiser programs, suite rentals, flex books, corporate membership, social media, all of that jazz. This is going to be a long video. I know I said I was going to strive for a short video, but I almost knew immediately that was not going to happen. I'm running out of room here a little bit because I do have a lot of stuff, so I'm going to probably do the rest of the stuff over here on the bed. Curve Chronicle, this is free. This is literally just on a table when you walk in. Volume 23, 23 years of existence of this team. Issue 5, 5th of the year, May 31st through June 5th. Bowie, because they play week-long series now. I feel like the teams that print them by series have a lot easier job. You see 2 of their top prospects there. I'm just going to quickly go through this. Most of this is black and white, except for the ads, of course. This is the different promotions for the days of this series. A little table of content on the side. A list of different groups, front office staff in cartoon form, standings, a little bit about the BaySox, the roster of the BaySox here. And again, as always, if you feel like you see something interesting, you can always pause. Hopefully the quality is good enough to where you're able to do that. And if it's not, that's obviously completely my fault. Altoona Curve roster, another letter. There's the seat prices again. Ballpark food guide. Some people may want to see this. Coaching staff. There they are. And here is your roster. More roster. More roster. Even more. We switched to the other side of the page now. Very fancy. Broadcast info. Me, as someone who's very into media, is interested in that. Here's your main article of the program. Did I skip? No, I guess it was just a one-page. The list of season ticket holders. Shout out to anyone who may be watching who is season ticket holder. This is a little article written by the current broadcaster, announcer, which I found out is very close in age, maybe a little bit older than me. It's crazy. I'm at the age right now where, like, you know, like people of importance for these teams, not just players, but like broadcasters and stuff, are like the same age as me. Because he mentions that he was 10 years old in 2010. You know who else was 10 years old in 2010? That'd be me. Bowie and Altoona. Top 10 overall prospects for the Pirates. All the other affiliates, obviously excluding this one. Ballpark A to Z. Everything you need to know. Everything. I did read through this. I've tried to make it a habit over the last year or two to read all the programs. Obviously, in this case, read the media guide as well. Just because I like the knowledge of these teams. I like knowing stuff. It's your whole Eastern League history of Altoona Curve. This is a very good read, I must say. And again, I try to read this before I make these videos as well. But in the case of the media guide I mentioned before, it's 150 pages. So, and I did only start it yesterday afternoon. So it's been about 24 hours since I started it. And, you know, I'm 33 pages in. It's small print. So, you know, I did pretty well, but it's like, I can't read this all in one shot. Here's your promotions, weekly, your promotional schedule for the month of June. There's your write-up about the two mascots. There's your promotional schedule for July and August. Both pages here are just ads. Events calendar for the stadium. Also, I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure like how they print this or what this is put on, but I noticed this is like every page. There's just little rips in it. Okay, well, yeah, it's the back page. Here's a spot for autographs in case you have any, and there's just your ad. Damn, we are 12 minutes in. Let's bring both of these. We still got a lot here. This is going to be a long video. Not just the segment itself, but when I put this in the actual highlight video. It's going to be like an hour-long video, but like half of it is this. So this is the media guide. Not a lot of teams sell media guides. I don't know if I've ever seen it in person, not offhand, but I think I've seen some teams carry it online before. I've never bought it until I was enticed to. I saw it sitting there on the shelf next to the hats, or across from the hats, and it's like, you know, I had to get it. It was only $12 for essentially a 150-page book. It was a good deal for me, and there's a lot left. I'm sure not many people buy the media and information guide besides media, but I'm kind of media, you know. I'm giving this team exposure to like 10 people. There we go. Curve gear. Now this is obviously a lot longer, so I'm gonna flip a little bit more through this history with pictures. It's not the same write-up. This is worth a read. I did read this part. This part is worth a read, even if you have read the program already, because there are more details. It goes into more detail. Plus there's pictures. Here's a brief timeline of everything. A write-up about the current owners and original owners, executives, and all your front office people. And this was really cool. This is all their uniforms, and then they always have like little facts at the bottom here. Don't really have anything to do with what's on the page above. They just kind of throw it in as long as hit streaks. Uniform history, so you have all the different hats they've used, all the different jerseys they've used. And this is a history of all of their logos, including anniversary logos and all-star game logos, which they have hosted twice. A little factoid down there. Ronzi Contreras struck out 11 batters in his team debut, opening night last year. And now we get into the part where there's bios for every single coach and player, as you will see. Pittsburgh Pirates minor league championships. This is a very interesting part of the media guide. And like I said, I did mention that I have seen a couple teams. I never bought it, obviously, until now, but I have seen a couple other teams with media guides. I don't remember which ones they were. I think it might have been a hockey team where I saw it. It might have been Wilkes-Barre Penguins. That's just a complete guess, but that sounds like it might be right. But it was like an old one from like 4 or 5 years ago. But anyway, my point is, I'm sure, I haven't checked, but I'm sure this is somewhere online too, if you might be interested in one. Like I said, not a lot of teams just sell their media guides. They are media guides, so they're usually pretty exclusive to media. But it is cool whenever the general public can get their hands on it. So if you are interested in an Altoona Curve media guide, take a peek at their online store. I'm sure it is on there. So I don't think a lot of people buy these, besides like really big baseball nerds like myself. And you see just how in-depth all of this goes, because I haven't had to say anything, because these are just the players and little bios. You can see each player gets their own dedicated page. Here's some year-by-year records of the team and some all-time records. Yearly batting leaders, yearly pitching leaders, curve records over here. Oh, I guess both pages are records for the team. You still see different records. I haven't gotten to this part, so I'm not sure what's actually ahead. More records. Top 5 season highs. Affiliation station. Oh, that's something interesting to me. Top 5 career highs. First round draft picks. Walk-off victories at P&G Field. 128 of them. Youngest curve players. Extra inning games. Very cool. Did that say 0 over... Oh, 10. 10 games have been over 15 innings. Top single game performances over here. Home run history over here. More home run history. Curve in MLB, basically players that have played with Altoona and have gone on to at least make one appearance, if probably more, in the major leagues. There's a continuation of that, and a few of the stars down there. And it continues over here. Also, players have made rehab assignments. And it continues. MLB before Altoona. All-time roster. Wow. See, if you ever like listen to even a minor league broadcast, and the broadcaster seems very, very knowledgeable about a team that like he's never seen before, that's probably because they're really good at studying whatever media guide they're given, because this is very detailed. Like I said, I'm 33 pages in and I have learned a lot. I feel like I'm not an expert, clearly, but I feel like almost an expert on the team just by reading 33 pages of their media guide. Plus whatever Dwayne told me. Continuing, I hope I didn't accidentally skip a page anywhere. Here's one of their best players of all time. Postseason history. Let's zoom out. There we go. More postseason history year by year. Well, I guess every year they've been in the postseason. Opening day info. I saw flags. There's like flags on the concourse with like opening day rosters and stuff. So they're really into like opening days. Miscellaneous statistics. Home openers and July 4th. Team awards. 1999 curve. 2000. Okay, we're just going year by year now. 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 and 11. Can we continue? There we go. 12 and 13. 14 and 15. 16 and 17. Come on now. 18 and 19. And finally 21. Eastern League. Here is the part where I believe they talk about the rest of the league. There's all your teams on a map, mileage chart, MILB awards, Altoona Curve All-Stars over there. Akron statistics, Binghamton. You can see even this is really detailed. These are their opponents, and they go into super detail about them. Field dimensions, head-to-head records, you know, what series they're playing them in. Like, it's very good. The addresses of all these teams. So yeah, well, let me go back. So it started with, start with Akron. I've been here, Binghamton. Neither of these yet. I have been here a few times, 3 times now. Binghamton I've only been to once. Neither of these. Here 3 times. And Patriots countless times. No idea what my number is. Definitely way over the double digits. Pirates organization, Pirates affiliates over here. Should be longer in my opinion. Prospect rankings, 2021 organizational leaders, 2021 draft class, general information, attendance figures, about the stadium. There's your seating chart again. Directions, media info, press box space. And there's your radio stuff, broadcasters, schedule, and there's another ad for that. And yeah, we're not done, by the way. We got cards. I know in the past I have, I'm going to put you down. Hopefully you can still hear me. I know in the past I have put cards in their own separate video, but it's like, I don't know, I've kind of changed my mind on that. I missed the trash can. But yeah, I've changed my mind on the cards, doing them in a separate video. I don't know, it just feels right to like include them and bunch them into everything else. It feels more better English. Anyway, let's start. Andres Alvarez. Time for the mispronunciations to start. I believe I got that one right, though. Daniel Amaral. Bear Bellamy. Carter Binns. Mike Burrows. Omar Cruz. J.C. Flowers. Matt Frazier. Oliver Garcia. Nick Gonzalez. Will Cobos. Travis McGregor. Tucupita Marcano. Sure. Let's hope that's right. Zach Matson. Will Matheson. Emmanuel Mejia. Carmen Mloydzinski. Kyle Nicholas. Luis Ortiz. I almost said Ortez for some reason. Luis Liever Paguero. Austin Roberts. Blake Sabol. Lolo Sanchez. Connor Scott. Colin Selby, Aaron Shackelford, Dylan Shockley, Jack Sawinski, Tanaj Thomas, No Torbio, Jared Triolo, Kieran Mattison, I believe the manager, yes. Drew Benez, the pitching coach. John Nunnally, the hitting coach. Victor Silva, the athletic trainer. Henry Torres, the strength and conditioning coach. Sean C. Taylor, DO, team doctor. Joshua Port, MD, another doctor. Dr. Joshua Mutzel, MD, another doctor. John Regan, one of the two. DT, dietitian. Don't see a lot of those, at least in card packs. Blake Butler, the integrated baseball performance coach. I like how they're including everybody. It's nice. Steven Morales, defensive coach, the development coach. Loco, wonder what coach he is. Oh, he's just the mascot. And Altoona. There you go. So anyway, we are done with this almost half-hour long video. I was kidding about half an hour before, but it almost is. So anyway, that is pretty much it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.